Sounds like they found the remains of the Ocean Gate submarine that was diving on the Titanic shipwreck. Sounds like a catastrophic failure of the pressure vessel itself. I've been busy working on Harvey here. Ironically, I pulled the oxygen bottle to do a hydrostatic test of that oxygen bottle. It's due every 5 years in Harvey. The oxygen bottles used in this aircraft are made of steel and have a lifetime ability to continue to be used. The vessel, the highly experimental vessel that was used in this deep dive was a combination of a composite material and a titanium. So if you imagine the vessel being a round tube like this, the tube portion of the vessel was made of a composite material, 5 inches thick of composite material. And I believe this was the first time that the composite material had been used in a submersible vehicle. The end caps, if you will, of the vessel were made of traditional titanium, like a pressure bulkhead. They're dome shaped like a pressure bulkhead, and they're bolted onto the composite structure with a series of bolts. So once you climb into the vessel, you are bolted into the vessel, and you have no way of escaping or getting out of the vessel until you come to the surface and crews from outside the craft unbolt the pressure bulkhead, or the titanium nose cone, if you will. So on both ends are titanium pressure bulkheads that bolt onto the composite tube portion of the vessel. So something apparently failed, and I'm sure it was in the composite structure that failed. And what I'm most particularly interested in is how were the bolts anchored into the composite material? Was it the bolts themselves, or the anchoring of the bolts into the composite material that failed under the stress? In these oxygen bottles, like I was mentioning earlier, the steel has a lifetime capability to keep being used if it can pass a proper hydrostatic test every 5 years. But a composite, there's often used composite materials in pressure vessels like oxygen bottles, but they have a limited life expectancy, a limited life that you can continue to use them before you got to discard them and start over. So this was a very experimental craft using the lighter weight composite material for the center section here. Something on that composite material obviously failed, resulting in a catastrophic loss of the craft and, of course, everybody's life. Thank you for your support. Got to get back to work on Harvey. See you here. That's Harvey.